So now let's see how we can customize the export settings while exporting a video file from Camtasia. So I'm just going to go around into Share for that and click on Local File. And then what I have is I get to this window where I can choose the type of video that I want to export. So right now it's set to MP4 only, so that's like a preset selection. But if we really want to customize how we produce our video, we can go to Custom Production Settings right here. And then we can click on Next. So here we have some option, like here's MP4, WMB, AVI, ZIF, and other formats that I can export as. GIF is just an animation file and M4A is only audio file. So if I want to export an animation or just an audio file, then I can choose these. But what we're going to go around with this example is MP4 because it's the most widely used format till date. So let's click Next right here and see the options that our production wizard provides us with. So here, if we plan to export it out as an HTML5 file instead of just a pure MP4 video file, we can choose to produce it with a controller. And this is what it'll produce as. So you can see that there's full screen option, there's volume button options and everything else that we can embed while exporting the video as well. So after the video, you can see that I have an option to stop the video, loop the playback, or go to a certain URL as well. I can also go around and choose a particular thumbnail for the video, browse it out, and choose an image file of my choice, which will show up as a thumbnail as well. This is useful if you plan to publish your video in a website and embed it there. Otherwise, this is not necessary. The other option you have is the size, so you can set the width and height of the video right here. So right now it's set to 920 by 1080. So if I want to change it into, let's say for example, let's say 1280, something like that, then what happens is that it changes out the height as well, as you can see, because keep aspect ratio is turned on. If I were to turn this off, I can individually stretch out the video just like this as well. But usually it's not recommended to do that. So I'm just going to go around over here, keep 720, and I'm just going to go to, let's say for example, go over here, type in 1080 just like this. You can also go around here and here you can see the embed size. So if you have the controller turned on, then this is the size of the controller and not the video itself. So if you choose this, then this is the size that will be produced for the controller. Then the other option that you have is the video settings. So you can choose the frame rate that you want to export it as. So even if you have to remember that even if you choose 60 frames per second while you're editing the video, you will have to select 60 here as well in order to export it out as a proper 60 frames per second video. Otherwise, it'll just export it out in 30. Similarly, there's keyframes. So every 5 seconds, it adds in a data to the video so that the video looks smoother. If you want the video to be more detailed, you can decrease the settings out to 1 second, but it will actually increase out the file size. Similarly, what you can do is if you know about the specific profile that you want to use, you can use baseline, main, and high S.264 profiles. S.264 is simply the codec used for MP4 files. Codec meaning coder and decoder standard. Then you have S.264 level, so you can change out the level over here as well. Similarly, you can choose the color mode, so you can select a regular SDTV color mode or NTSC, whichever region you are working for. Usually, you don't have to worry about any of the settings if you're publishing online. So usually over here, the quality is set to 60%, but you can go over here, work around with the quality right over here as well according to what you want, or set the bitrate directly. So right now it's 800 kilobits per second. You can increase this out to up to 20 kilobits. So especially if you're producing videos, like video footages are there in your clips, then you might want to go higher. Usually for screen recordings, you can go low right around to 3000 as well, or even lower depending on the movement on your screen. So it's just hit and trial. So you can export it out, export a certain range of the clip and see how it looks. The other one that you have is audio settings. Let me just change this to quality 60, that's fine. And in the audio, you can see that you can choose to encode audio or not to keep any audio as well. So if you encode the audio, you have an option to choose the bitrate for the audio as well. 128 kbps is the standard, but if you want to go high quality, you can go up to 320 kbps. That's the standard. You want even higher quality audio, then you can go above. But usually anything above 320 kbps for audio is more than enough. Then you have other options as well. You can have table of contents, searchable captions and everything if you added in those as well. But that is something where we have not used in the video, so that is not here as a choice. So these are the options that are provided with the production widget if you want to produce a custom video. If you were to press next, now you can include a watermark over here as well. So you can go around here. Let's say, for example, you want to add a watermark. You see a preview right here. So I'm just going to go around and choose my TutorTube watermark right here. Let's say, for example, and here the watermark is there. So you can emboss it out right here. As you can see, you can use transparent color as well, just like this. You can choose a color just like that as well and work around with it. You can change around the opacity. You can change the image scale of the watermark, the horizontal effect, the vertical offset, position for the watermark. You can preserve image size as well, keep aspect ratio just like this, and use smoothing scale. As you can see, all of the options are given for the watermark. And once you press OK, you'll see how it'll look over here in the preview as well. You also have Scorm Settings right here if you're publishing it to an e-learning platform, as you can see right here. And there's further video info settings which you can add in. Like you can add in the title, subject, category, date, which will be embedded as metadata for that particular video file as well. Similarly, you can add in the author's information as well to preserve the detail right within the video. And then once you're ready, you can just press next and choose the place where you want to export the video and then just hit finish. And what it will do is export out the video just like that, and your video file is ready according to the settings that you chose. So once the rendering is over, the video file will be available right here, just like that. And the video has been exported now, so the video file is available right here, as you can see, just like this. And this can be shared around with any people. So that is how you can work with the export settings for custom export settings inside of Camtasia. So if you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.